All right, so we're back for another deep dive, and today we're going to be talking about K-pop.
All right.
Specifically, we have a really interesting article from Star News about a K-pop solo artist who's making history in the UK.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So get ready.
The UK music scene is tough to break into, so
it is.
That's pretty significant.
It's not easy, and we're talking about Jimin from BTS.
Right, of course, yeah.
But
global sensation.
Yeah, and
huge.
His song, which is a collaboration with Taeyang, just went gold in the UK.
Wow, that's a big deal.
Yeah, so that's a pretty significant achievement.
Not every song reaches that level of success.
And I was curious, so I dug a little deeper into what it means to go gold in the UK.
Right.
And it turns out it's over 400,000 units sold.
Wow.
Which is...
That's huge.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah, especially considering how hard it is to kind of crack the UK charts.
Yeah.
Especially for artists who don't primarily sing in English.
Right.
This is really interesting.
It is,
and I think it really shows the power of K-pop.
Yeah.
And how it's transcending language barriers.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and another thing is that he did this like a solo artist while BTS is on hiatus.
So that adds another layer to it.
It does. It does. And here's even another thing.
All right.
It's the first and only K-pop solo song to go gold in the UK since PSI's Gangnam Style.
Oh, okay. Interesting contraction.
In 2012.
Wow, Gangnam Style. That was a global phenomenon.
It was.
So for Jimin to reach that same milestone now with a very different type of song makes you think about how much K-pop has evolved in the eyes of the world. It's not just a novelty anymore.
Right.
You know? There's a genuine artistry and widespread appeal driving this success.
That's a good point. I think, I remember when Gangnam Style was everywhere, but this feels different. And the article even highlights how who has spent a record-breaking 24 weeks on the UK's official singles top 100 chart.
That's impressive.
The longest any K-pop solo song has stayed on that chart since it was revamped in 2014.
24 weeks, no doubt about it.
That's impressive.
That kind of staying power, especially in such a competitive market, is a testament to Jimin's talent and the dedication of his fans.
And it's not even just a one-time peak.
Okay.
It's currently sitting at number 17.
Wow.
Get this. It's the 7th time it's climbed back up the charts.
That really shows the power of streaming and how K-pop fans support their idols.
Right.
They're not just passively listening. They're streaming. They're sharing and promoting the music, propelling it back up the charts.
Yeah, they're creating their own momentum.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Which is pretty incredible, I think.
It is.
When you think about it.
It is. And the article also mentions that who is performing well on the UK audio streaming charts.
Okay.
Even after 29 weeks.
It's a clear sign that the song is resonating with people. And what's really interesting to me is who is doing on these audio-only charts?
Right.
It suggests that people are genuinely enjoying the music.
Right.
Not just watching a flashy music video.
Yeah, it's got to stand on its own musically.
Right, exactly.
Which I think it does.
Exactly.
But it also has that visually stunning music video.
It does,
right.
Which, those visuals are a big part of K-pop's appeal.
Right.
I mean, it's not just music.
Yeah.
It's a whole package, intricate choreography, fashion, storytelling, woven into these elaborate videos.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that it's doing so well on audio-only charts speaks to the strength of the music.
Exactly.
But then it also has that extra...
Yeah, it's like a 1-2 punch.
It's like, this is making me think about the broader K-pop scene. Like, it's not just about catchy hooks and synchronized dance moves anymore. Like, it's a genre with depth and artistry.
Yeah.
And I think Jimin's success in the UK is a testament to that evolution.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And when we look at it through that wider lens, Jimin's achievements could be a sign of things to come for K-pop on the global stage.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Could this be a turning point for other artists in the genre?
It is possible, yeah. I'm really curious to hear what you think about that later. But before we go down that road, let's talk about some of Jimin's other achievements.
Sure.
Specifically, the article mentions that he won the Global Artist in Europe Award at the Hanteo Music Awards.
It's right, yeah.
Which is a huge accomplishment.
And it adds another layer to the story. I mean,
it does.
It's not just the UK where he's making waves.
Right.
His appeal is spreading across Europe, which shows his success is part of a broader trend.
Yeah.
And plus, he won this award during BTS's hiatus.
Exactly.
Which highlights his individual impact.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
Because,
You could say that being a member of such a globally successful group could boost an artist's solo career.
Yeah, of course, but he won this while they're on hiatus.
Exactly. It suggests that he's not just riding on BTS's coattails.
Exactly.
He's standing out on his own merit.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it's really intriguing,
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that BTS's global success paved the way for solo artists like Jimin to break through internationally.
Yeah.
But his individual talent and achievements are undeniable.
Yeah, and that leads to a question that I've been dying to ask you.
Okay.
With BTS on hiatus and members like Jimin achieving individual success, where do you think K-pop goes from here?
It's a fascinating question.
Is this a new era?
I think we're witnessing a really exciting shift in the K-pop landscape.
Yeah.
But before we dive into the future of K-pop,
yeah,
let's talk about the here and now.
All right.
What stood out to you most
Yeah.
about Jimin's achievements?
Honestly, for me, it's the longevity of Who on the UK charts.
Yeah.
Like 24 weeks, climbing back up 7 times.
Yeah.
It's remarkable.
It is.
It's not just
a
fleeting moment of fame.
Right.
It's sustained success.
It's a sustained wave of success.
Yeah, and it makes me think about how people are consuming music these days.
Right.
It's not like...
It's different from the days of Gangnam Style.
Yeah, when a song could just go viral and dominate the charts for a short period.
And then disappear.
And then, disappear, but Who is showing real staying power.
It is. So what do you think is driving that sustained interest?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. Starting with Jimin's artistry, like he's a talented vocalist and performer, and that resonates with people, but beyond his individual talent.
Okay.
I think it's also a reflection of the changing music landscape. Like, streaming has created this global stage where music can transcend borders and connect with audiences in ways that we haven't seen before.
I think you're right.
And K-pop, with its catchy melodies, strong visuals, active online communities, is perfectly positioned to thrive.
Perfectly positioned.
In this environment.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the active online communities.
Yeah.
K-pop fans are incredibly engaged and passionate.
Yeah.
And their support plays a vital role in an artist's success.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to streaming.
Absolutely. And I think that's a big part of why Who has managed to stay on the charts for so long.
It's not just about the initial hype. It's about sustained engagement and support.
Yeah, so I'm curious, do you think this kind of dedicated fandom is unique to K-pop?
That's a good question.
Or is this something we're seeing across other genres as well?
I think K-pop fandoms are particularly well known for their organization and dedication. But I think we're seeing a similar trend across other genres. As well, I think the rise of social media has given fans a much more direct connection with artists. And that fosters a deeper level of engagement.
That makes sense. Social media has definitely changed the game.
It has.
When it comes to how artists interact with their fans. So I'm curious to hear more about your thoughts on how social media has impacted K-pop.
Well, I think K-pop has been incredibly savvy about leveraging social media to build those connections with fans and expand their reach globally.
That sounds like a perfect segue into part 2 of our K-pop deep dive. Where we'll delve deeper into the role of social media and genre success.
Sounds good.
And what it means for the future.
I'm ready to dive in. They're masters at it. Using social media to their advantage.
I've always been fascinated by how K-pop groups interact with their fans online. It feels so much more personal and direct than traditional artist-fan
It's very different
relationships. Do you think that level of connection is unique to K-pop, or is that something we're seeing
I think it's definitely
in other genres as well?
A hallmark of K-pop. These groups are so active on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Weverse, constantly sharing updates, behind-scenes content. Even engaging in real-time conversations with fans.
It's crazy.
And this kind of direct interaction fosters a sense of intimacy and belonging within the fandom, making fans feel like they're part of something special.
It's not just about consuming the music. It's about feeling connected to the artist and to the community. It's like a global family.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
So the article mentioned Jimin's large online following.
Okay.
Do you think that this direct connection with fans online is a major factor in K-pop's global success?
I definitely think it plays a huge role.
Okay.
Think about it. Traditional marketing often relies on pushing a message out to a broad audience, hoping it resonates with enough people to make an impact.
Yeah.
But K-pop groups are using social media to pull fans in.
Interesting.
Creating a two-way dialogue that builds loyalty and excitement.
Right.
So it's a much more organic...
Yeah, it's more of a conversation.
Exactly.
Rather than just a broadcast.
Exactly.
And this approach seems to be working really well for K-pop groups.
It's a testament to how K-pop has really embraced the digital landscape and found innovative ways to connect with audiences worldwide.
Right.
This digital savvy, combined with the music itself, is a powerful combination.
It is. And it makes me wonder, what does this mean for the future of the music industry?
That's a good question.
As a whole?
I think other genres are going to have to start adopting similar strategies.
Interesting.
Because the music landscape is changing so rapidly.
Right.
Artists who aren't engaging with their fans online are really missing out on a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, K-pop has shown us it's possible to build a global fan base through authentic online interaction.
Yeah.
And that's a lesson that artists across all genres can learn from.
It's like K-pop is a blueprint.
I think so.
For success in the digital age. This has been really insightful. And honestly, it makes me want to explore K-pop even more.
Yeah.
Where do you think someone who's completely new to the genre should start?
Well, there's so much great K-pop out there.
Okay.
I'd say start by exploring the music of the groups we've been talking about. Okay. Like BTS. And Jimin's solo work.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
makes sense.
Some of the biggest names in the genre for a reason.
Right.
But beyond that, I'd encourage you to be adventurous.
Okay.
And dive into the diverse range of sounds and styles within K-pop. There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
From hip-hop and R&B to electronic dance music and ballads.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's a genre that's constantly evolving and pushing boundaries.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might not realize that there's so much more to K-pop than what might initially meet the eye.
Exactly. It's a dynamic and vibrant genre. And I think anyone who gives it a chance will be pleasantly surprised.
I think that's at the right place to wrap up part 2 of our K-pop deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground today, from Jimin's record-breaking success in the UK to the role of social media in K-pop's global rise.
Yeah, it's been a fascinating journey.
It has.
And I'm looking forward to diving even deeper in part 3.
All right, we'll see you there. Okay, so we talked about Jimin's success and these passionate fans and how K-pop groups are masters of social media.
Right.
But I keep thinking about something you said earlier about this being a potential turning point for K-pop.
Right.
What did you mean by that?
Well, for years, K-pop was seen as this niche genre.
Right, outside of Asia.
Outside of Asia.
Yeah.
But now, with groups like BTS achieving global superstardom, and solo artists like Jimin breaking records in the UK, it feels like we're entering a new era.
Yeah, it feels different.
K-pop is no longer on the fringes.
Right.
It's becoming a mainstream force.
Yeah, it really does feel like that.
In the global music landscape.
It wasn't that long ago that you rarely heard K-pop on the radio or saw it on major music charts outside of Asia.
Yeah.
And now it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
What do you think has been the biggest catalyst?
I think there are a few key factors at play.
Okay.
First, the music itself is incredibly catchy and well-produced.
It is, and it blends.
I mean, K-pop groups blend a wide range of influences.
It does, from pop and hip-hop to electronic.
Yeah, from pop and hip-hop
and R&B.
To electronic and R&B. So they create a sound that's both familiar and fresh.
Right, but I think there's more to it than just the sound.
Oh, absolutely, as we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
K-pop groups have been incredibly strategic about using social media to connect with fans worldwide.
Yeah.
They've built these incredibly passionate and dedicated fan bases that are actively promoting their music.
It's like a snowball effect.
And spreading the word.
Yeah. The more fans they get, the more exposure they get.
The more exposure they get.
Which leads to even more fans.
Leading to more fans.
It's pretty impressive how they've leveraged the power of social media
They've really tapped into something.
Yeah, I have.
I think another factor we can't overlook is the sheer talent and dedication of these artists.
Of the artists themselves.
K-pop idols undergo rigorous training for years.
Right.
Honing their skills in singing, dancing, performing.
Yeah, they're not just singers.
They're not just singers. They're entertainers. Who put on incredible shows that captivate audiences.
And the level of
the spectacle.
Performance and stage presence is really remarkable.
It's no wonder they're gaining such a devoted following.
Right, and it's not even just about the performance.
Right.
K-pop groups are also very visually appealing.
They are.
Stylish fashion, elaborate music videos. Stunning choreography.
Yeah, they've created this whole visual experience.
Right.
That's as captivating as the music itself.
Yeah, it's a feast for the senses.
Exactly.
It's more than just listening to a song.
More than just listening.
It's a whole visual.
It's a whole experience.
Experience.
It's a package that offers something for everyone.
And that's what sets it apart.
I think so.
From so many other genres.
Yeah.
So with all these factors working in its favor.
Right.
Where do you see K-pop going from here?
Oh, the possibilities are endless.
What does the future hold?
K-pop is constantly evolving and pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already seeing more and more crossover collaborations.
That's true. Yeah, I've noticed a lot more.
More artists from other genres.
K-pop artists.
Yeah, which is expanding the genre's reach.
Collaborating with Western artists lately.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really exciting to see.
Those worlds collide.
What else do I envision for the future?
Yeah, what else?
I think we'll continue to see K-pop artists. Breaking records and achieving global success.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I think we'll see even more experimentation. Right.
And innovation within the genre.
Right. It's never been afraid to...
K-pop has never been afraid to take risks.
Yeah.
And try new things.
Right.
And I make that spirit of experimentation will continue to drive its evolution.
Yeah, it's a genre full of surprises.
It is.
And I can't wait to see what they come up with next.
Me neither.
I think the future of K-pop is bright.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see how it continues to shape the global music landscape.
Absolutely.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive into the world of K-pop.
It has.
I feel like we covered so much.
We did.
From Jimin's record-breaking achievements to the broader trends shaping the genre.
Yeah, and it's clear that K-pop is a force to be reckoned with.
It is.
And its influence is only going to grow in the years to come.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure exploring.
Exploring this dynamic and ever-evolving genre with you.
Absolutely with you.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for listening.
On this K-pop adventure.
Everyone.
We hope you learned something new and maybe even discovered some new music to add to your playlist.
New music.
And remember, the world of music is vast and constantly expanding.
It is.
So keep those ears open for new sounds and exciting discoveries.
Keep exploring.
Until next time, keep diving deep.